Did you know that 1 out of every 4 seniors falls each year? And here's the part most people never hear. Those falls are rarely random. In almost every case, they can be prevented. The difference between someone who falls and someone who doesn't isn't luck, it's balance. And balance isn't something you lose forever. It's a skill you can retrain, rebuild, and strengthen at any age, even well into your 80s. In this video, we'll walk you through 3 proven exercises that target the exact systems your body relies on to stay steady, move confidently, and avoid the kinds of falls that can change your independence. No gym, no equipment. Just simple, science-supported movements you can do right at home. Think about the seniors you've seen in their 80s who walk with ease compared to others who shuffle, lean on walls, or hesitate with every step. That difference isn't age. It's not genetics, it's training. They've strengthened 3 key systems: your inner ear for balance, your leg muscles for support, and your body's awareness of where it is in space. When these systems weaken, as they naturally do after 60, everyday tasks start to feel risky. But the exciting news is this: research shows that targeted balance training, practiced consistently, can significantly improve stability in just a few weeks. Some studies even show gains equal to reversing years of balance decline. Before we start, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Exercise 1. Chair Pillow Squat. Let me start with a truth that most fitness experts won't tell you. The strongest, most functional exercise you can do isn't complicated. It's something you already do dozens of times a day. You sit down and stand up. But here's the problem. Most of us aren't doing it correctly anymore. As we age, we develop what I call a flop and sink pattern. We don't lower ourselves with control. We just collapse into the chair. And then to stand up, we lunge forward awkwardly and push ourselves up with our arms. This is actually making your balance worse, not better. The chair pillow squat fixes this. It builds strength in your quadriceps, your glutes, and your core, the exact muscles that support every single movement you make throughout the day. But unlike a traditional squat that requires perfect form and can be intimidating, this version uses a pillow on your chair as a target. It's immediately simpler, safer, and more effective for seniors. Think of it this way: your legs are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, everything above it becomes unstable. But when your legs are strong, balance becomes almost automatic. Here's how to practice it. Place a pillow or cushion on a sturdy chair. Stand facing the chair with your feet about shoulder width apart. Your toes should point slightly outward, not straight ahead, but maybe 10 degrees out. This small angle makes a big difference for knee health. Now here's the key part. Engage your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. This might feel strange at first, but your core is what keeps you stable, especially when you're trying to balance. Next, imagine someone is pulling a chair out from behind you. You're going to push your hips back slightly, like you're reaching back for that chair with your bottom. As you do this, bend your knees and slowly lower yourself down toward the pillow. You're not trying to sit all the way down. You're just going to lightly touch the pillow with your bottom, almost like you're barely making contact. Your knees should stay behind your toes. Your weight should be in your heels, not your toes. If you feel pressure in your toes, you've leaned too far forward. Adjust back. Pause for just a moment when you touch the pillow. This teaches your body what good form feels like. Then push through your heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes at the top. That's 1 repetition. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions. If that feels too hard, do 3. If it feels easy, try taking 3 seconds to lower down and 3 seconds to rise up. This slow tempo dramatically increases the challenge without needing more repetitions. Rest for 30 seconds, then do 2 more sets. Here's what's happening inside your body. Your muscles are learning to work with control. Your nervous system is remembering how to coordinate movement. And your bones are getting stronger with every repetition because they're experiencing safe, progressive stress. Within 2 weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice something remarkable. Getting out of your car won't feel like a major effort. Standing up from the dinner table won't require gripping the edge. Those everyday movements become easy, almost thoughtless. And that's exactly when your confidence grows. Now, if the chair pillow squat builds your strength foundation, the next exercise does something equally important. It wakes up your body's balance system and teaches it to work in real time. If you're still with us, thank you for staying. Before we continue, we have a small challenge for your mind. At the end of the video, we'll ask a simple question to see what you've learned. A gentle way to keep your memory sharp while you strengthen your body. Your participation truly matters. And if you find these videos helpful, consider subscribing so we can continue learning, moving, and staying healthy together. Exercise 2. Standing on single leg. Here's something fascinating that neuroscientists discovered recently. Your brain actually has a specific region dedicated entirely to balance. It's called the cerebellum, and it's constantly gathering information from your eyes, your inner ear, and your muscles to figure out exactly where you are in space. But here's the problem. If you don't challenge this system regularly, it gets lazy. It stops paying attention, and that's when falls happen. Not because you're weak, but because your brain isn't paying attention. Standing on a single leg is like a fire drill for your balance system. It wakes it up, it demands attention. And some studies show that being unable to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds is linked to a much higher risk of early death. But it's important to know this is based on observational research, not proven cause and effect. Think about that. A 10-second test reveals more about your future health than expensive medical scans. But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't about becoming a gymnast. This isn't about perfect balance. This is about gradually improving. And I mean gradually. Here's how to practice it. Stand next to a sturdy chair or counter. This is your safety net, and there's absolutely no shame in using it. In fact, using support is smart training. Place your feet hip-width apart. Now, shift your weight onto your right leg. Slowly lift your left foot just a few inches off the ground. Don't worry about how high. Even an inch counts. Your standing knee should be slightly soft, not locked tight. A locked knee actually makes balance harder, not easier. Here's a visualization that helps. Imagine there's a string attached to the crown of your head, gently pulling you up. This mental image naturally improves your posture and makes balancing easier. Now, find a focal point on the wall in front of you, maybe a picture, a clock, anything stationary. Keep your eyes fixed on it. This gives your brain a stable reference point. Looking down at your feet actually makes balancing harder because you lose your visual reference. Breathe naturally. This is important. Most people hold their breath when they're concentrating on balance, and that actually makes it harder. Your brain needs oxygen to maintain balance. Steady breathing keeps your nervous system calm and your balance better. Your goal is to hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds. If you can barely hold it for 5 seconds, that's completely normal. That's your starting point. No judgment, just honest awareness. After 10 to 30 seconds, gently lower your foot and switch sides. Do this 3 times on each leg. Here's something you might notice. One side is usually stronger than the other. This is completely normal. Everyone has a dominant side. That's exactly why we practice both sides. Over time, they'll become more balanced. Within 1 week of daily practice, you'll feel your proprioception improving. That's your body's GPS system that tells you where you are in space. Your stabilizer muscles, those tiny muscles around your ankles and hips that you never think about, will start waking up and getting stronger. This doesn't just make you better at standing on one leg. It makes everyday life safer. Walking on uneven surfaces becomes easier. Navigating crowded spaces where you might bump into someone becomes less scary. That moment when you trip slightly becomes easier to catch yourself because your body's balance system is paying attention. Now, while the chair pillow squat builds your strength and the single leg balance trains your nervous system, the third exercise brings everything together by challenging your coordination and spatial awareness. If you're here and my content is easy to understand, please type yes in the comments. If it's confusing or hard to follow, type number 2. This really helps us create better content for you in the future, and we truly appreciate your feedback. Exercise 3. Stepovers. Before we talk about stepovers, I want to ask you something. Think about your home right now. How many obstacles are on the floor? Door frames you have to step over? Cables? That edge of a rug? A pet that likes to lie in the walkway? These aren't things you think about when you're young and your body is coordinated. But as we age, our ability to lift our feet high enough to clear these obstacles decreases. Our gait becomes shuffled, our step length shortens. And suddenly, that innocent cable becomes a tripping hazard. Stepovers train your body to maintain that crucial ability to lift your feet and step over objects with control and confidence. It's one of the most functional exercises because it directly translates to real-world safety. Here's how to practice it. You'll need a simple prop. It could be a rolled-up towel, a small hurdle, a yoga block, or even a water bottle. Start with something very low, maybe 2 to 3 inches high. This isn't about proving you're strong. It's about building the neural patterns that keep you safe. Stand on one side of your obstacle with good posture. You can use a chair or wall for support if you need it. There's no prize for doing this without help. Now step up to your obstacle with your right foot. Lift it just high enough to clear the top by a few inches. Don't lift excessively. Clean, efficient movement is what we're after. Next, bring your left foot over. Now you're standing on the other side. Pause for just a moment and feel your balance. Then, step your right foot over again, heading back to your starting position. Follow with your left foot. You've just completed one round. Do this back and forth 10 to 15 times. Focus on these 3 things. Lift high enough to clear the obstacle without stubbing your toe. Move with control. This isn't a race. And keep your head up, looking forward, not down at the obstacle. Here's what's happening. Your brain is learning the exact movement patterns it needs for real-world safety. Your feet are learning to lift higher. Your core is staying engaged to maintain balance throughout the movement. And your proprioception, that GPS system we talked about, is getting sharper. As this becomes easier, you can progress it in simple ways. Make the obstacle slightly higher, increase your speed slightly, or try it with your eyes closed for just the last few steps, which forces your body to rely purely on proprioception instead of vision. Thank you for staying with us. Here's your quick memory challenge. Which exercise helps you strengthen your legs safely, improves your balance, and teaches you to sit and stand with control? 1. Chair pillow squat. 2. Jogging in place. 3. Stretching only. 4. Fast walking. Type the number of your answer in the comments. And don't worry if you're unsure. You can always re-watch the video. Or just type 9 and we'll help you with the correct answer. If you're finding these videos helpful, please subscribe so we can continue learning, moving, and staying healthy together. So there you have it. 3 exercises that take just 5 to 7 minutes combined, yet address every major component of balance and fall prevention: strength, proprioception, and coordination. The chair pillow squat builds the leg strength you need to support yourself. Standing on a single leg trains your balance system and wakes up your proprioception. Stepovers teach your body the exact movement patterns that keep you safe in real-world situations. Here's what the research shows. Consistency beats intensity every single time, especially after 60. You don't need marathon workout sessions. You need daily practice. Even if it's just 5 minutes. That consistency creates lasting change at the neurological level. I want to challenge you to something. Try these 3 exercises once a day for the next 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Mark it on your calendar. Set a reminder on your phone. Whatever it takes to make it happen. If you found this valuable, share it with someone you care about who's over 60. These simple movements could genuinely change someone's life. Balance isn't just about staying upright. It's about independence. It's about freedom. It's about living life without fear. That's exactly what these exercises give you. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Now, get up, choose one exercise, and take action today. Your 80-year-old self will thank you.